Alright everyone, we're down to the final bonus segments of my Super Mario Bros. 40th Anniversary Special, in which we're going to be playing a couple of Sega Game Gear games, the first of which is going to be Jeopardy! So let's see how we do. Turn this up. It's going to be a good game.
Jeopardy!
Today we're taking on Jill. Let's get to our 6 categories. We have Mr. and Mrs., notice the quotation marks, wordplay, wars, the Civil War, religions, and islands. Start things off with Civil War 100.
The answer is
Sherman's march to the sea was across this state. What is Georgia?
yes.
Civil War 200.
The answer is
165,000 fought the greatest battle in the history of the Western Hemisphere at this Pennsylvania town. What is Gettysburg?
yes.
Civil War 300.
The answer is
Civil War president who was a West Point grad. Who is Ulysses S. Grant?
no.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh. Oh, Jefferson Davis. Okay.
Yes. The answer is Sonny.
Slave states that didn't secede were Kentucky, Maryland, Delaware, and this one. It's Missouri. Only cost her $100 though, so that's okay.
The answer is
Full name of the village where Lee surrendered to Grant. What is Appomattox Courthouse?
yes.
Very good. $500. Let's see what other categories we have left. We'll go Islands 100.
The answer is
Owned by tiny Denmark, it's the world's largest island. What is Greenland?
yes.
Islands 200.
The answer is
New York's largest island. It has more people than most states. Long Island. Okay. Island's 300.
the answer is
Until 1949, a Dutch colony, now the world's most populous island nation. What is Indonesia?
correct. The answer is
Hawaii's Garden Island. What is Mauna Loa?
no.
Oh, it isn't. Kauai.
Correct. The answer is
This huge Indian city began on an island in the Arabian Sea. Bombay. Yep.
yes. The answer is
The line ending a presidential press conference. What is thank you, Mr. President?
you are right.
Mr. and Mrs. 200.
The answer is
Hugh Lumpy Branham played this farming friend of Captain Kangaroo. Who is Mr. Green Jeans?
yes.
Mr. and Mrs. 300.
The answer is
In this role, Kate Jackson was in the spy field with a scarecrow. Who is Mrs. King?
you are right.
Mr. and Mrs. 400.
The answer is
According to Herman's Hermits, she has a lovely daughter. Who is Mrs. Brown?
yes.
Mr. and Mrs. for 5? Part of your sequel to In the Heat of the Night. What is the Call Me Mr. Tibbs?
Yes.
Religions, 100.
The answer is
Country that's home to most Parsis and Sikhs. What is India?
you are right.
Religions, 200.
The answer is
More common name for the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society.
sorry.
Nope. Jehovah's Witnesses.
The answer is
Some 3 million pilgrims visit this small French town annually. Lords.
yes. The answer is
Sweden, Norway, and Denmark share this state religion. What is Lutheranism?
yes.
Religions, 500.
The answer is
She founded Christian Science in its newspaper. Who is Mary Baker Eddy?
correct. The answer is
With over 54 million fatalities, the bloodiest war in history. What is World War II?
correct. The answer is
Length of time of 1967 Mideast War. What is 6 days?
correct. The answer is
America's foe in the War of 1812. England.
You are right. The answer is
In 1939 to 40, Finns on skis fought invaders from this country. Russia.
correct. The answer is
In 1801, this Barbary state became the first country to declare war on the U.S. Tripoli, and that's the capital of Libya. One category left, let's go.
the answer is
Both left and wrong are correct opposites of this. What is right?
yes. The answer is
Switching only two letters in conservation produces this word. What is conversation?
you are right. The answer is
Line can turn into this river. What is Nile?
yes. The answer is
A cross-link that one might see here. What are atoms?
you are right. The answer is
Three rhyming prefixes, all meaning half. What are demi, hemi, and semi?
you are right.
Double Jeopardy coming up. I'm in the lead with $4,800. Government and politics. Yuck. For 200.
The answer is
The Republican President Roosevelt. Who was Theodore Roosevelt?
yes.
Yep, it was Theodore Roosevelt. Like $5,000 right now. Let's keep it going.
The answer is
Eisenhower's short, successful slogan in 1952. What is I Like Ike?
You are right.
Government and Politics for 600.
The answer is.
Three-term Republican mayor of New York City, known as the Little Flower. Who is Fiorello LaGuardia?
Yes. The answer is.
Injured in the 1963 Kennedy assassination, he later ran for president as a Republican. John Connolly, that's right.
Yes. The answer is.
Eugene Debs and Norman Thomas were this third party's presidential candidates. Socialist Party. Lords and ladies, alright.
The answer is.
To protest her husband's high taxes, she rode naked on a horse, and that was Lady Godiva.
The answer is.
AKA the Paternoster. The Paternoster. The Lord's Prayer. Oh, that's right. I couldn't come up with it. Try another one.
The answer is.
In the 12 Days of Christmas, they follow 9 ladies dancing. What are 8 Lords of Leaping? I know it's Lords of Leaping, but I forget the number. I think it's 8.
Funny.
Oh, it's 10. Ah, strudel. Oh well. Yeah. Oh well, it's okay. Check it off. Try another one.
The answer is.
In the Mikado, it's Coco's title. The Mikado, the Mikado. I don't know. Lord High Executioner.
Yes.
Just names? Okay. Go there.
The answer is.
A man's name, a bird's beak, or a restaurant's check. What's a bill?
Yes. answer is
what you stick your pimento in. What's an olive?
yes. The answer is
A single serving of butter for Mrs. Nixon. What is a pat?
yes. The answer is
A jolly tar or the knave in a deck of cards. What's a jack?
you are right. The answer is
A completely honest hot dog. What's a frank?
yes.
I'll try 1600 and hope for the best.
The answer is
Written for his mother's anniversary, it's Lionel Richie's triple tribute to her. What is once, twice, three times a lady?
yes.
$10,000 I have. And we have 3 categories left. Let's see where we go next. Begins with Z, religions, or ups and downs. I'll take begins with Z 200.
The answer is
Tyrone Power, Guy Williams, and George Hamilton all play this foxy Spanish Robin Hood. Who is Zorro? If religions has the same clues as we had in the Jeopardy round, then I don't need to read them.
correct. The answer is
His follies made him rich. Who is Ziegfeld?
correct. The answer is
Hope and Crosby's road led to this East African nation. What is Zanzibar?
you are right. The answer is
TV senior FBI agent, who's also a junior. Who is Efren Zimbalist Jr.?
correct.
Here we go. When in Rome, his name was Jupiter. Who is Zeus?
Yes.
Alright, let's try religion 200.
The answer is
Yep, we have these exact same clues in the Jeopardy round, so I do not need to read them.
correct. The answer is correct. The answer is yes. The answer is you are right. The answer is yes. The answer is
Where Pet Clark would go when she was feeling low. What's downtown?
you are right. The answer is
The 68 hit floated to the top of the charts with the fifth dimension. What is up, up, and away?
yes. The answer is
Masterpiece theater tale of the Bellamy family and its servants. What is upstairs, downstairs?
You are right. The answer is.
After today, his vision became 20/20. Who is Hugh Downs?
You are right. The answer is.
John Major lives at number 10 here. What is Downing Street?
You are right.
Now on to Final Jeopardy. Let's get to it. $6,252. Lock it in.
The answer is.
The mammal that holds the record for the longest lifespan.
The answer is.
Man, human, old. Well, let's see if they take my answer or not. We'll find out. No, they wouldn't take it. But I ended up with $12,748. I'll see you all in the next game.